I have this drive to create, and I've suppressed it for the last 2 years, chasing some corporate paycheck, but I'm sick of it. I'm ready to get back to doing what I love, so I can love what I do. What is up, guys? Welcome back to week 3 of Drive Dumps. Today we're going to be reacting to my first video getting roasted by Airrack. Let's jump right into it. To give you a little bit of context, let's take it back a couple months. I started planning this YouTube channel early December. I knew that I wanted to get into a creative space again, started to figure out the logistics of it, and YouTube was such a new space for me. I didn't really know where to start with it, but I remember following this channel, Airrack, watching this guy climb his way to 1 million subscribers in a year and being so inspired, but also remembering that he started an online course for content creators called Creator Now. I looked into it a little bit more. They're starting this brand new season focused on storytelling, and I figured it was the perfect way to hold myself accountable, to make sure that I posted at least 6 videos to start the year off, and just kind of start to dip my toes into the world of YouTube and have a huge community of creators being there for whatever I need. One of the first workshops in the second week was a roast with Eric. So I submitted my video, didn't know if it was gonna get picked, but when we jumped into the Zoom call, mine was the first one at the top of the list. So we're gonna take a look at it, we're gonna react to it, and we're gonna talk about some of the ways I plan to change and adjust from his feedback.
Okay. Biggest thing here with this title and thumbnail is I would say it's bad to lead with ambiguity. The thing about YouTube is like you think about like your traits, right? You want to click on something that you're clearly being sold on. Like you have so many options when you're scrolling through YouTube. What am I being sold here? Like when I'm looking at this, YouTube is populating me with 16 other options of different videos that have much clearer title and descriptions and thumbnails than yours does, right? So you don't want to lead with ambiguity, like vlogs and stuff or whatever that say like, I can't believe she did this. It's like, okay, I have no idea what I'm clicking. I'm just clicking on like a Pandora's box. Like who the F knows what's about to happen, you know? And then the thumbnail, doesn't even look like you tried. I think you probably just took a random screenshot of the video or something.
Yeah, definitely thought this was like a super catchy title. My first video ever, I really just didn't know where to go with it. So it was great to get some feedback on kind of being more direct with the titles. And obviously I'm working on kind of integrating that as I grow. This is how I'm gonna change my life. And maybe yours.
All right, I'm out. You hit me with ambiguity and then like the first 2 seconds, I have no idea what's happening. You do not look this is something that comes with time, but you don't look very excited to be here making this video. You're still ambiguous. I haven't been told any information on what I'm supposed to be watching. And you don't have a lot of charisma in your voice, which like if this is like some of your first videos, I get it. It takes time to like get your on camera like character / charisma like built up, but it doesn't look like it looks like making this video for me was the worst part of your day. That's what this makes me feel.
Definitely trying to get the charisma up, but it was not there for this video. I shot this at like midnight after like a whole week of long working.
Okay, dude, I love your vulnerability. I can tell you're being very vulnerable with the audience. Here's the thing. These guys who've been in Creator Now for a season or 2 actually know what I'm about to say. Yeah, they're already saying it in there. I wish I could have a better term for this, but it's the most honest term that I can think. I call it selfish content. Listen, if you're making this video for yourself, great. But if you're in Creator Now, if you're in like what we're doing right now, the goal of this is to make you guys into like killer creators who are making your full-time living on the internet and destroying with whatever videos you're passionate about making, right? Like that's what we're doing here. This entire video so far is completely about you. It's about like what's going on in your life. It's not any value add to the audience. It's just talking about how I'm gonna, or like your past and like, but it's like, the question is, why should I care, right? So if you're gonna do the vulnerability thing and like tell people about your story and stuff, you wanna put that into terms of how your story can help the person watching the video, right? Or else you're just vomiting like TMI to the internet, you know, when you're trying to rank for content. So if you're gonna tell this story, you should attach it to something that people can actually tangibly learn from or make change in their life. It's not just like talking about your own life for no apparent reason.
So this is my biggest task right now. How do I communicate my story in a way that is going to help you? I have a lot of information. I have a lot of projects under my belt. I want to create a vulnerable, safe space and encourage you and inspire you, leading by example. But what I really need to work on is the way that I do that, the way that I communicate that, the way that I edit that. And it's a lot. It's really tough. I'm not gonna lie. But every video we make, we're getting better at it. And that's all we can do is just keep working at it. It's not the move for you right now. And so I held on to it. I moved into this new house that we bought, and I put it up on the shelves in more clear sight for my business, and it always will be. This is how I plan to turn all that around.
Okay, I like the and you can too.
I'm gonna put out a video every single week on this channel. And I'm gonna hold myself to it, and I want you guys to hold me to it as well. What I wanna build is a community.
Yeah, music would be a great addition. There's no music in this.
Somebody else is paying for. But the beauty of what I create for myself is Drive Dumps is a passion project. It's a community. It's a creative place where I want.
See, now it feels like you're trying to sell me something.
Vulnerable as possible.
You know, like you're offering me no value, and then you're asking me to be a part of something that you haven't. You told me all about you, and then you're like, all right, now you do the thing that I want you to do. You know, it's like that's not how transactions work, right? Like when you pay for something, you get something and you give something, right? This is like not a two-way street.
To post the shit you thought you'd never post.
I like the idea of what you're talking about here, but here's the thing. Make a bunch of videos that represent what you're trying to build here, and then eventually you can get people to come do it. That's not what you do out the gate when you don't have a following yet. You know what I mean? Like you need to work on your videos, offering value to an audience, building that audience, and then you can create a world where you can offer value and ask them to be a part of it, you know?
I think this is my favorite feedback that he gave me on this roast, because it's exactly what I was trying to do. I was trying to come out of the gate, day one, open arms, build this community of everyone interacting with me. And what he's talking about here is I need to build an audience. I need to show that I have value. And then once I have the following, I can bring you guys in, share your content, create this platform that I want to create. And it'll just be a lot more smooth and seamless process. If you are a creator of any kind, make sure to hit subscribe.
Let's go, bro.
Notifications on, because I'm posting every Saturday for the rest of the year.
Okay, so I don't really have anything else to add on that. I think overall, it's just like the whole principle of adding value to the platform. I don't think you did that in this video. And if you were to like talk about this type of, like if you were to be like a filmmaker, like channel, and you're like, I'm like talking to filmmakers, and like you build an entire channel around that, and then you're like, by the way, all that unused footage that you have on hard drives, here's a place where you can do something really cool. All of a sudden, maybe that's valuable to that audience. I'm proud of you, bro. Get another video up, post more. Like, I don't take this as like me being like, never make a video again, this is horrible, but like take the constructive criticism and let's post every Saturday, like you said.
If you are a content creator of any kind, make sure to hit subscribe, turn the post notifications on, because we're posting every week.